Hi, welcome to my balcony garden. We're going to talk
Hi
about
everyone,
today.
welcome back. This is an update on my hydroponics, right? It's about 2 weeks now since it's been set up. And here we have the cucumbers doing very well. I was supposed to separate these cucumbers, but if you can see how long the root system is on this cucumber, when I went to separate them, the roots are so combined and they're so thick. If you see all of this root system, I couldn't separate it. So I decided to leave them be and let them just grow like that, and I'll deal with them as they grow. But yeah, it has a long root system. And if what I might do is, if it gets out of hand, I'll put it in dirt outside. This one, I managed to take out the second one before it got this big, right? So yeah, on this plant, I took out the second one. On these, they're so small, I haven't even begun to try to take out the second plant. On this one, let's see how many is in here. This is just one, so only one came up on this plant. I don't know if you could see it. This might be, yeah, this is just one plant, one root system coming, and you see the roots going down, right? So I really need to separate any of those that have more than one in them, because I planted two seeds. As you can see, this is one plant. So the other seed did not come up. And this is very strong. The root system is at the bottom in the water, right? Now this one, let's look at this one. It doesn't have a long root system, but I'm trying to figure out how many of these are in here. I'm not sure, so I'm going to have to let this grow up. I think it's the strawberry mint or the pineapple mint. So once I let it grow big, I can figure out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to cut it back, or if it's more than one, I could separate it, put one in the dirt and leave one on the hydroponic system. If you have noticed, I still have certain sections that seeds haven't come up yet. Right here, here, there, here, 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 and here. The seeds haven't come up yet, and I couldn't deny these of nutrients, so I went ahead and put the nutrients in. You're supposed to let it come up, and then the ideal thing is that they all come up together, and then you put the nutrient in. Well, these came up separately. The light was too low on this, and that's why I have this little browning on the edge of the leaves. So I'm not going to put the light that low anymore. I'm going to give this 2 more weeks, this week and next week. If nothing starts coming up out of these by next week, what I'm going to do is just clean out the pods and put more seeds in there, right? And I realize this is easier to start your seedlings than starting them in dirt, because you have the timer on. There's an automatic timer where the light comes on for 16 hours and goes off for 8, right? So there's nothing, and then you just check the water gauge here to make sure you have more than enough water for your plants. So it's a really easy system, right? So what I plan to do is give it this week, the end, this week coming up, and then next week, if nothing pops up, I will wash out the growing medium of the ones that hasn't popped out and put new seeds in there for them to come up, right? And then I'll figure out if I'm going to put this in dirt, because this is real large, even though that's why I planted it to the side. Now, when you're growing hydroponics and you do grow vine, I don't know if you've heard that people do grow vines on their towers and on stuff like this. Well, what they do is they will let me explain it to you. They will let this grow out like a vine, and then they'll run it on a trellis. So if I put a trellis next to here, I could literally run this plant on the trellis and let it bear on the trellis while the root system is still in the water. So the plant would come from here and just climb on the trellis or whatever I put here for it to climb on, and then still gets the nutrients from the hydroponic. And that way you can grow cucumbers by having something here for it to climb on, right? So I have bought a tower, and I will do a video on the tower. I didn't do an unboxing on the tower, but my tower is set up and we'll do a video on that. But just to show you here, this hydroponics is a lot easier than growing in dirt. You don't need to have any skills. All you really have to do is soak the seeds, put them in the little growing medium and put the growing medium in the net cup. Put the net cup in, and then put the dome on top to create a greenhouse effect, right? Once that greenhouse effect is created, you can go ahead and take off the stickers and let the light in totally for the plant. So seeing that my plants, these haven't come up yet, I will go ahead and give them 2 more weeks, the end of this week and then the next week. And if they still haven't come up, I'm going to wash out the growing medium. When I say wash it out, I'm going to rinse it out. I'm not going to put any detergent or anything on the growing medium. I'm just going to take this out. The growing medium is right here. Take this out of here. Whatever seeds are in the bottom of this, I'm going to go ahead and just rinse it out. Then I'm going to put another set of seeds in there and cover it back up, and then we'll see if it grows again. Well, it should grow. We'll put another set of seeds in and see what happens. Like I said, this is the first set. I've got 2, 4, 5 seeds sprouting already. They could be just fast sprouters. I know cucumber is a very fast sprouter. It could be that I have some bad seeds in between also, because I didn't when you soak the seeds, you know what comes up on top are bad seeds and what sink are good seeds. I really didn't soak my seeds. To tell you the truth, I really didn't soak them. I wet them and then I let them sit damp for a little bit, and then I put them on the growing medium, right? And I put just a little bit of fertilizer in it, not a lot because those are seeds. But now that these are growing up bigger, I had to put the regular amount of fertilizer that is needed in the water so that these plants can get their nutrients, right? Even though the other seeds haven't come up. So we'll see what happens in 2 weeks. I will check back with you guys in 2 weeks on my hydroponic desktop and let you know what's going on, if the seeds came up, or if I had to replace the seeds, or if I'm replacing the seeds with other seeds, right? So this is a brief video on the update of my desktop hydroponic. And yes, this adjusts, the light adjusts, so I will bring the light down a little bit, but I can't bring it too close because this plant is pretty high and the light gets too hot for it too close. So this is probably the lowest I will put it on for the system, because remember, I still have seeds that needs to germinate. And I think anytime that I need seeds to germinate, especially hard seeds that are hard to germinate, I'm going to do it in my desktop hydroponic system, because I think that is the easiest way to germinate seeds, right? So let me know what you think. Leave a comment, hit that like button for me, and have a great day. Thank you.